So good morning everyone. I will be tackled about the culturally responsive pedagogy supporting diverse learners, including indigenous students and refugees. So what is culturally responsive pedagogy? So culturally responsive pedagogy, or CRP, also known as culturally relevant teaching. So it refers to the teaching approach that emphasizes the significance of connecting the culture of students and their social situation with the school curriculum. So it helps students build empathy towards different opinions and perspective and by boosting their engagement with peers. So, culturally responsive pedagogy is a strategy or teaching style that the teachers use to recognize that all students learn differently. What is indigenous students and refugees? So first, let's define what is indigenous students. So indigenous students refers to students who identify as part of indigenous population or having originated in or belonging to a place or relating to the people who were the first inhabitants of the place. Next is refugees. Refugees means individuals who have been forced to flee their home country and seeking safety elsewhere. So it is the person who forced to leave their country because of war. So they often come from unstable or traumatic situations where can impact their learning and emotional well-being. There are key elements of responsive pedagogy for indigenous students. First is cultural awareness. Teachers actively learn about the specific indigenous cultures represented in their classroom, including history, traditions, languages, and community values. So, as a teacher, you need to know the differences of your students, including their experiences, history, traditions, so you can build a better relationship with your students. Next is community engagement. Collaborate with elders, community leaders, and family to incorporate authentic indigenous knowledge and practices into the classroom. So it is the process that involves people working together to address issues that affect their community. Student-centered learning. Encourage students to share their experiences, perspective, and cultural knowledge in the classroom. It is a teaching method that focuses on creating connections with students, interests, and the things to learn in the school. Last is collaborative learning. It fosters group work and peer collaboration and to support learning and build community. Four key elements of responsive pedagogy for refugee students. First is cultural sensitivity. Learn about the students' countries of origins, languages, customs, and traditions, and to incorporate them into the curriculum where appropriate. Second is building relationship. Foster positive teacher-students connection by actively listening and showing empathy. Encourage students to share their stories and experiences in respectful manner. And lastly, trauma-informed practices. Create a safe and predictable classroom environment with clear routines. Be mindful of potential triggers related to war, displacement, and loss. So it is a way of working that aims to create safe and supportive environments for people who have experienced trauma. So by implementing these strategies, teachers can create a fair learning environment where students are free to voice out without the judgment of the people.